Today, our champion, Brian Fuller of East Kingston, New Hampshire, faces the challenge of Peter Flynn of Methuen, Massachusetts, on Candlepin bowling. Hi, everybody. Welcome once again to Candlepin Bowling. I'm Don Gillis, and as always, we're sure glad that you could join us here at the Fairway in Natick, Massachusetts for 3 strings of Candlepin bowling. Total pinfall determines our winner. Each bowler takes home a permanent souvenir provided by the Ace Trophy Company of Boston. And each takes home some money. We have guaranteed prize money of $1,200. $700 of that goes to the winner. $350 goes to the runner-up. $50 available to the winner of each string. Obviously, if they tie a string, we split that at $25 apiece. But there are extra ways that a person can make money. For example, these guys very easily 400s, and they'll get $100 extra for that. But you're familiar with most of them. I'll remind you as the program goes along. Let's talk to today's bowlers, shall we? Peter, first of all, let me congratulate you on the state championship, and I have to apologize because when I was telling people you were coming on, I said that you were the state singles champion. Sorry, Tom Olster, but you are the all events champion, which is actually more prestigious.
Thank you.
And you're familiar with that kind of stuff too, aren't you? You've been pretty...
Yeah, I did it last year. I'm fortunate enough to be there 2 years in a row.
Fortunate enough, he said.
Fortunate enough.
You know, you like that, Brian?
Yeah, I do. Yeah.
No talent at all. I know. It was all luck. Okay, let's see. It says here that this is the 34th overall appearance that you have on our program, 33rd regular appearance, and also in some of our championship shows. And I don't think don't want to be in this one, do you?
No, not at all.
And Brian, of course, being a left-hander, I can only ask you this, and I don't mean in any way to be to embarrass you, but do you, a left-hander, when you watch a guy like him who has won so many things, do you watch him a little bit closely and say, maybe I can learn something?
Absolutely. I'll watch his first ball today, too.
Yeah. So you're all ready to steal something from him, huh?
Right.
Hey, good luck to both of you. And as you said last week, a lefty will win today, right?
Absolutely.
We'll get started right after this.
Today's Candlepin Bowling is sponsored in part by your neighborhood True Value hardware store.
Here's our challenger, Peter Flynn, the state all events champion. Maybe a little bit too full on the head pin that time. He still has the 6, 10, and the 7. And he leaves the corners full. It's an 8. Two, 4, 5, and 7, no wood. 5 still there. Peter right now has a league average of 129, a 10. Brian Fuller, our defending champion, from East Kingston, New Hampshire, and right away he has a spare lead. The 7 pin with wood in front of it. First mark is up on the board, and it goes to our defending champion. And he comes back with a strike. Peter won his roll-off with a 648. That's 5 strings. He has left the 10 pin. A couple of pieces of wood, which I don't think will bother him, but no, he got it. Just 3. And an unusual 3. It's the 3 and 9, but also the 7. Everything down except the head pin. And he left that for a 9. Brian Fuller has a league average of 115, but he had a sizzling roll-off, 706. 5. The 3, the 5, the 7, the 8, and the 9 with some wood. 5 pin wouldn't go. Al Giglio keeping score on our electronic scoreboard. Scott Philbrick is keeping score on the big board. 5, 8, and 10. It's a 9. The score after 4 boxes of the first string, our defending champion, Brian Fuller, 58. Our challenger, Peter Flynn, 40. Peter Flynn, our challenger, basically just even at 40 pins through 4 boxes. Two, 4, 7 on the left, 6 pin over on the right. Peter's first appearance on our program was against Al Lacey of Lynn. Nice shot. That was back in 1974. And in his very first appearance, he rolled a 411. Five, 7, 9, 10. Five and 7 still there. So far for Peter, just 1 spare and a 3 on it. Brian Fuller. And Brian. First ball gets him 7, but leaves him 3 of the 4 pins across the back, the 7, the 8, and the 10. A lot of wood out in front, and he is studying that, making his decision as to how he's going to hit it. It worked. Now Peter Flynn. So close to getting a strike, but the 4 pin just stood there as pins spun around it. Now Peter has picked it up for a spare. Nine is the fill, another single pin. This time it's the 9. And he has that for 2 consecutive spares. Brian Fuller, our defending champion. He gets a 9-pin drop. He has the 7-pin to pick up for a spare. Yes, he has it. $50 in bonus money for Brian Fuller as he picks up 3 marks in a row. Eight, leaving the 5 and 7. Got the 5, but not the 7. Now he has it for a 10. Peter Flynn with 2 consecutive spares. Another 9. The 7-pin is what he has to pick up for $50 and his 3rd consecutive mark. Oh, he just missed it. For a 10. Now the 10th box. Kind of a mixed bag here. 1, 3, 6, and 9 plus the 7. He made it. Obviously, the only thing he can think of now is what if? What if I hadn't missed that single? Seven. 124. Brian is already at 125. He has the 5 and 10. The old Woolworth, 5 and 10. Missed everything that time. It's a 9. 134 and a box to go. Three, 5, and 7. Piece of wood to partially to the left and partially behind the 5-wood, but he used it and made it. 144. Seven. 151. That's exactly how he started last week, with a 151 opening string. He wound up with a 377. The score right now at the end of one is Brian Fuller, our defending champion, 151. Our challenger, Peter Flynn, 124. It's the middle string. That means our defending champion leads it off. Brian picked up $100 in bonus money for 3 marks in a row and also for winning the first string. 1, 3, 10. No, not that time. 10. Our crew today is Eddie Barron, Joe Sukar, Don Mitchell, Skip Peabody. Don Riley is our statistician and coordinator, and of course Ralph Stewart is our lob line judge and referee. I've already mentioned our scorekeepers. And our producer director, of course, is Phil Rubin. Two pins still there for a 10. 2 and 4. It's a 9. This is not easy. He's got the 4 horsemen left side, but he also has to try to get the 9 pin. Nope. 7 and 9 still there. Looking at Peter Flynn's record and the people that he bowled against back not quite 17 years ago, there are some names that will be familiar, but that we have not seen for a while. Nope, it's going to be an 8. For example, Al Lacey, Barry Lang, Ray Casey, Rick Pinard, Rosario Le Chiara. Did I say that right? 2, 4, 7, and 9. Good. Yes, she has it. Brian Fuller, defending champion. He's got the 7, 9, and 10. 3 pieces of wood. 2 of them parallel, and 1 just to the left of the 9. Can he do it? Yes!
For a turkey.
5. 4, 7 over on the left. 3, 6, 10 on the right. It's a 9. Peter Flynn is working on a spare. This will be the fill. It's a 9. It often is for him. He's got a piece of wood that's in a tough position right in front of that pin. Will he get it? No, it was a roadblock. He could not get it. He's got it for a 10. Peter is married and has 2 boys, Sean and Craig. He's got 6 and 10 to convert. Brian is also married and father of 1 son. Peter made it. At the end of 4, with a bonus ball still to be thrown by Peter Flynn, he is leading 47-42. Our challenger, excuse me, our defending champion on the line, Brian Fuller. Brian's high single is 190 and his high triple 468. And as I told you, his average is 115. Four, 7, and 10. It's a 9. Thin hit to the right side, and he has left the 4 horsemen left side. He also has standing the 5, the 8, and the 10. There's a piece of wood in pretty good position to get the 10. And he got it. Peter Flynn's high single is 208. His high triple is 482. And as I told you, his league average is 129. Our home viewer jackpot is going to be worth $200. Our high-low jackpot is up to $650. $6 and 10 for a 10. Yes. In addition to being, for the last 2 years, the Massachusetts Bowling Association Men's Open All Events champion, Peter is a 3-time World Candlepin Bowling Congress Pro Bowler of the Year. On shots like that, a strike. Brian Fuller. Four horsemen on the right side. Too full on the head pin. It's a 10. Spread eagle. That's the left side. It's an 8 as he hit just the 3. Peter Flynn now working on his strike. First bonus ball. And he gets a spread eagle. And he gets the left side, so the fill is 7. That's for a 10. He's got diamond right plus the 10, or if you prefer, 3, 5, 6, 9, and 10. The 10 did not go. Got the diamond part of it, but not the 10. He has cut Brian's lead to 13 pins. Now Brian has 1, 2, 7, and 10. Wood in between the 2 and the 7. Oh, he almost did it. He thought he had it. Ralph Stewart calls time. There is a pin that is loose and probably is touching the deadwood line. Nope, it's behind it. Deadwood line, as I've said before, exactly 2 feet from the middle of the head pin toward the bowler. Anything behind it stays exactly where it is, even if it's a roadblock. Anything that touches it or is this side of it, even if it would be convenient to make something like a 7-10 split, has to be removed. So close to getting a strike. He left the 9 pin, but he has favorable wood. And he makes it 105 plus. He got 9. They just kept tumbling. 114. $265. Now Peter Flynn. Almost a spread eagle. I say almost because the 7 pin did go. Boy, what a great try. Everything down except the 3 pin. To 10. And that gains nothing because he was opposite of 10. And he may lose ground because he's opposite a spare 9. Well, he'll have 2 chances because he got a strike. Is it going to go? No! 3 strikes in a row in the same string. $1,000 bonus. But that one, the 8 pin, would not go. So he has that, and he picked up 1 pin, basically, in that exchange. So he cut it from 13 to 12, and the score after 2 strings is our defending champion, Brian Fuller, 265. Our challenger, Peter Flynn, 253. Our challenger, Peter Flynn, on the line, beginning the 3rd string, down by 12. Almost a strike. Piece of wood came and hit the 5, moved it, but didn't knock it down. And Peter has it. So he begins the 3rd with a spare. Missed the head pin by a fraction, and I mean it's a fraction. So the fill is 6. He still has 1, 3, 7, 8 no wood. Boy, he gets great action, great sidewall action. Unfortunately for him, it came directly across rather than on an angle that might have picked up the 7 and 8. So it's an 8 box. Now Brian Fuller, defending champion. He's got a split. 4, 6, and 10. Wood in front of the 4. Wood alongside 6 and 10. Nice try. Brian is representing the Lafayette Lanes of Amesbury. It's a 10. And Peter is representing the Candlewood Lanes of North Reading. So close to a strike. 5 pins still there. Made it. Peter Flynn. Spare leave on the left side. 2, 4, 7. Wood in between the 2 and 4. And yes, he has it. Four horsemen left side plus the 5 and 8. Yes, he made it. Incidentally, there were some who thought perhaps Peter had lobbed that last time, but it was a skip lob. It actually touched the football line and then took off. Brian Fuller comes back with a strike on top of his spare. Brian just skip lobbed that time. He hit the football line and it flew out also. Winds up with a spread eagle, still a 4, and he still has 2 pins standing, the 2 and the 10 with wood in between. He makes it. He makes the 10. Ralph Stewart has gone down to get a ball that is loose in the left gutter. Peter Flynn. Peter has another spare leave on the left side made up of the 2, 4, and 7. And after the fill of 7, he converts. He has now 3 in a row. That's worth another $50 in bonus money. And now that he's established that bonus, each consecutive mark is going to be worth $50. Whoa, he winds up with a 7-10 split. He's got 2 pieces of wood, but they're real close to the 10. He doesn't have any angle, really, where he can bang it off the sidewall, but he'll try to do something with it, especially with his power. Well, he did. What he did was he worked so hard on trying to get the 7 and to move it over. He did move the piece of wood over to get the 7, but missed the 10. Peter's last appearance on our program was in 1989. defending champion Brian Fuller. 5, 8, 9, and 10. Wood in front of the 5. Ten is still there. A 10. In 5 boxes here in the 3rd string. Brian has knocked them all down, but he's going to have a lot of trouble doing it here because he has parallel pins, 5 and 6, 9 and 10. The 5 is still there. Nope, he got them all. It's a 10. Eight pins separating our bowlers now. Peter Flynn is looking at the 4 horsemen on the right side, and Wood just slipped in between the 1 and the 3. No! Got the 1 and 3. 6 and 10 still there. And 8. Can't afford to lose any. Running out of boxes. Down to 3 now for Peter. 4 for Brian. Two, 4, and 10. 2 pieces of wood, 1 to the right and 1 behind the 2 pin. Nope. He sure did not want a pair of 8s. Not at this time. He didn't need a pair of 8s. Actually, it's 9, 8, 8. Brian gets a spread eagle. He gets 2 of the 3 pins on the left. He leaves 1. He leads by 9. Seven pin over on the left, and over on the right he has the 6, 9, and 10. He's got a couple of pieces, about 3 pieces of wood just to the left, and he's going to try to use them. He did. And he made the spare. So that gives him at least 2 more, brings him up to 11, because he's opposite an 8 box. And whatever he gets. Now, these are crucial boxes for Peter Flynn. Almost worse. It's worse than a spread eagle. He only got 3. The 9 pin is still there. Three and 10 still there. 9. So Peter has gone cold, basically, from the 5th box on with 9, 8, 8, and 9. He wanted badly a strike at that point. 1 pin. He's got it. Spare. But it will not be enough, it would appear, even if he strikes. Which he did not. 7. 124. Brian Fuller. Four. And he has 4 horsemen right side. 112 to tie, 113 to win for Brian.
Hey, come on, check him out. Check, what's got you there?
Seven. 108. 5 pins. 5 pins. That did it. He just won. He doesn't care right now. Big win for Brian, a big, big win. He had been on our program 4 previous times before he came on last week. Finally won for the first time last week, knocking off a left-hander, and then the preeminent left-hander, the redoubtable, how do you like that word, Peter Flynn, by a score today of 383 to 377. Well, another big win for Brian Fuller, 2 in a row, and defeating left-handers both times. Well, let's see, what do we have to give away here today? Oh, $200 in our home viewer jackpot, and then Brian will be getting first try at our high-low jackpot of $650. The total today, both bowlers combined, turned out to be $760, and as you all know, we give 10 either side, so anywhere from $750 to $770 would win the $200 that's in the home viewer jackpot. And of course, as soon as we do have a winner, we start all over again. All these cards, by the way, have been sent into this address, which is Candlepin Bowling, WCBB TV, 5 PB Place, Needham, Massachusetts, and the zip code is 02192. 1 card per day is what we allow you to send in. And when we do have a winner, we empty this and start all over again. Now, when I reach in here and draw a card, even if it's nowhere near that $760, that person will be rewarded with a handsome gift from the Parker Pen Company. All right, let's find out whether we have a winner or not today. Way down in the bottom there. Let's see if that's a winner. This one comes from Sandown, New Hampshire. Do you know where Sandown, New Hampshire is? Up the street? Is that right? Phillipswood Road, Miss Rita McGregor. And let's see, the guess, the total is $760, and my guess for total pinfall, says Miss Rita McGregor, is $765. How about that? So we have a winner. Okay, Brian, you have first shot. See if you can add another $650. Okay, Peter. All over the head pin butt, huh?
Butt.
Come on over here, Peter, if you would. I know it's a tremendous disappointment for you because you're still in the euphoria of having won the state championship and being the top bowler in the state with the All Events Championship for 2 years in a row. And you have come on here for the last 2 times in November of '89 and now. And to the surprise more of us, I think, than you, you came out on the short end of it. But those things happen. And we can't take anything away from Brian because he bowled very, very well.
So you did.
All right, let's see what I have for you to take home to Sean and Craig. $350 plus $50, I mean $150 in bonus money. and another in a long line of those. When you guys move, you must have boxes and boxes of trophies.
Boxes and boxes.
But we're looking forward to seeing you back again. All right, Brian, a wonderful performance, and you are the champion. I don't know who your challenger is going to be, but you got the big bucks, 100 in bonus, 700 for winning the big trophy, and it was a delight to have you. All right. See you next week, everybody. Bye-bye.